Welcome back to halftime of the Lindsey Wilson College basketball game. And when it's halftime at Lindsey Wilson College, it's time for A View from the Hill. I'm Dwayne Bonifer with Lindsey Wilson College, and joining me this afternoon are three members of the ACES program here at Lindsey Wilson College, two of the student members, and the advisor of the ACES program, Randy Burns. Randy's also a freshman advisor here over the Academic Success Center. And we're going to talk a little bit this afternoon about the ACES program and how it helps students achieve all they can at Lindsey Wilson College. Randy, let's first talk to you a little bit. You're a freshman advisor here at Lindsey Wilson College, and you're also the advisor to the ACES program. Tell us what ACES is all about and what it does to help students.
Dwayne, this is the third year that ACES has been an active part of the freshman advising and freshman experience program here at Lindsey. It's a club that strives to have an opportunity or provide an opportunity for a Lindsey Wilson freshman to get involved in things on campus, to be able to go on some trips that we do, to make new friends and just build those connections within the student body. But also the underlying goal or effect of it is also to always constantly promote academic excellence, that we want students not only to come to Lindsey and be able to get a degree, but also to be able to accomplish all of their academic goals and be as successful as they can while they are students here.
And ACES is an acronym for?
It stands for Achieving Collegiate Excellence and Success.
You know, you talk a little bit about that first year in college for an 18 or 19-year-old student, even sometimes a 17-year-old student, and being successful outside the classroom is really the key to being successful inside the classroom sometimes.
It is. You know, the connections that students make, the friendships that they make with students and with faculty and staff on campus, those kinds of things go so far as to whether or not a student's not only going to be successful and get a degree, but the overall experience that they have in college, you know, that they're able to make connections that will be able to impact them in their professional life on through their careers, but also just the friendships. And, you know, I tell students when they come in for our orientation days during the summer, I said, look around you. I said, these will be people that will be standing with you when you get married someday, and these will be the people who will be there when you have your first child. And the experience and the relationships that people have while they're in college are the things that will change them and help them develop who they're going to be for the rest of their lives.
Let's meet a couple of those members of ACES right now. First of all, we're going to meet Courtney Hatfield, who's an accounting major from Meade County, Kentucky. She's the president this year of ACES. And Courtney, tell us a little bit about how ACES has helped you.
Mainly, it's just helped me meet a lot of new people. Actually, I'm a freshman, so I've gotten to have a leadership position my first year, and it's really helped me get to know more people, become more comfortable with myself and my surroundings.
Has it added a lot to your experience in the classroom when you see students maybe from ACES or from activities that you've been involved with, and you see them in the classroom and maybe they're not strangers then to you, they're friends you've already made?
Yeah, it's a lot easier. You go into a class and you see some people from the organization, and you can say hi to them and maybe laugh about some things that have happened through trips and stuff that we've taken.
You know, Lindsey Wilson is a small college, but even at a small college, I guess it's important to find your niche and to find your group to identify with.
Yeah, it was hard at first when I first came here. I didn't know a whole lot of people, and ACES was one of those things where you come there, and even if you're a new member, you have to introduce yourself, and everybody gets to know you, and it's a really friendly group, and I've made a lot of close relationships with a lot of people inside of the group.
You said you're from Meade County. How did you wind up here in South Central Kentucky for college?
Well, my freshman or admissions counselor, they actually just started calling me, wouldn't leave me alone, and I checked it out, and now I'm here, and I love it, so I'm really happy with my decision.
When you talk to prospective students about coming to Lindsey Wilson College, what do you tell them is the best part about being a freshman at Lindsey Wilson?
Just the experience. I loved high school, and I thought it was the best thing, and then you come here, and it's so much different. You have a lot of more responsibility, but you also have more choices that you're going to make with yourself, things you decide to do, and it's just a lot of fun to be able to hang out with your friends and go on trips and stuff and just have that freedom, I guess.
We mentioned that Courtney's the president of ACES. The student government representative of ACES is Devin Barnett. He's a criminal justice major from over in Bell County, Kentucky. Devin, tell us a little bit about how ACES has been a big part of your life.
I made quick friends with Randy very quickly, and he's the one that got me into joining ACES, and after I went to the first meeting, it just stuck with me. I mean, the people I met, they took me in as a part of them. You know, I felt like I was a part of a family, and they learned my name real quick, and now I can just go up to any one of them and laugh with them, talk with them, share, you know, what's happened within the club with them, and it's just been great. I've really enjoyed it.
Imagine it's also been a way for you to meet students outside of your major in criminal justice.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, meeting new people, it's the key. It's the key. Building healthy relationships that's going to last throughout your college career.
Tell us a little bit how you wound up at Lindsey Wilson College from over in Bell County.
Well, I was looking for a college to go to, and I knew I wanted to go to a private college. I didn't want to go to a university. There was private colleges close to where I live, like Lincoln Memorial University and Union College, but I wanted to get a little farther away from the family. You know, that way I can get off on my own and learn how to live my life and for my future. You know.
When you talk to prospective students about coming to Lindsey Wilson College, what do you tell them some of the advantages are about being a student here?
Well, I tell them that it's great academically. I mean, this is one of the most academic, best academic colleges in the state of Kentucky, and that's one reason I'm here, is to get a great education.
That's the members of ACES joining us this afternoon. Courtney Hatfield, Devin Barnett, Randy Burns, talking to a little bit about what Lindsey Wilson College does to help college freshmen succeed in their first 2 semesters in higher education. That's going to do our View from the Hill for this afternoon. We're going to take another 60-second break here on WAIN and Duo County Channel 2. And then Chris and Chris, the Wells and Schmidt brothers, will be back with some more halftime activities. You're listening to Lindsey Wilson College Blue Raider Sports on WAIN and watching it on Duo County Channel 2.